one last speaker. If Heather would please come up.
I'm always prepared. Always carry poetry with you. So my mate Kieran told me about this gig, and it really touched my heart because people look at me and listen to me and say, well, here's this girl with this private school, educated voice, and she's wearing clean clothes. Clearly she doesn't need Centrelink. Well, let me tell you, you find out how Centrelink feels about women when you've been through domestic violence and been gang raped. Because that sort of shit snowballs. So I was fully functional as a grown-up, paying rent, working, and so on. My boss told my other bosses that I'd been raped, which led to bullying, and I'd also been injured because it was particularly violent. So I ended up having to stop work because I couldn't lift anymore. And I also have that hypervigilance and hyperarousal, so any loud noises, any fast movement would lead to me having a flashback. And while I've recovered now, I've been recovering while on New Start. In the past couple of years I've become a student, but because I'm unwell, they won't give me Oz study. They don't know what to do with me, so they keep me on New Start. So, reflecting on this, and then watching the news, and every day you wake up it's saying Tony Abbott is the Minister for Women, I call bullshit. Yeah! This is dedicated to the Minister for Women, and it's about the M people, middle class, middle-aged and male. It's called Weak Tea. First world white woman guilt is what initially bleeds up to the surface of my busy brain when overtly opinionated, right-wing, boat shoe wearing, short back and sides, old school type of the rowing club dinner types tell me that terminating a pregnancy is the easy way out. The capital letters are audible, despite the rounded vowels, soaked in 12-year-old Scotch and soda. Hold a twist if you don't mind. But the guilt, it's quickly booted aside by frustration. I am confounded by their pomposity. How dare they assume abortion is easy? They are not female. They are not feeling their breasts swell daily, their hips creaking, adjusting to make room for a gently expanding womb. They are not suddenly sickened by previously inoffensive aromas or tastes, or words or images. They're not in a swirling ocean of choices to be made, of decisions about what will be the right thing to do, while crying at the slightest nudge, and only able to stomach weak tea, salt and vinegar crisps, and broccoli, and wanting so much to nurture an embryo until it's a fetus, but they're not well enough to do so, and wishing they were older, fitter, and didn't have multiple illnesses which push them to the brink of mental and physical cliffs with frightening monotony. Wishing they could bring this life forth and feed it until it glows with happiness. These men live elsewhere. They are not poor and alone, wishing they had a proper husband or a real job, or at least a watertight house and enough money to pay the gas bill. While they try to piece their life together after it was ripped apart by rape, ruin and tragedy, and they're glad to get through one day without having a panic attack. See, these men, they're from another world. Their class is their life jacket, and they will never understand why we don't listen to them. Best to leave them be, in their fairy tale houses, think for ourselves instead.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, okay, just clap.